Hi everyone. So my midterm project, I made a collage and wrote 4 poems about the yellow wallpaper. And well, I'll try to show you guys. It's going to be a little bit difficult because it's a little bit large, but I can upload some pictures as well. So this is my project. Each of my 4 poems are original short poems that I wrote. The first one is called The House. The second one is called The Man. The fourth one is called The Wallpaper. The third one is called The Wallpaper, and the fourth one is called The Madness. I wrote the poems about these 4 aspects of the story because I think that they are 4 of the most important aspects of the story and things that affect the main character. The house is where she begins to experience these symptoms of her mental illness. The man, her husband, is a big idea or theme in the story, I guess, is patriarchy and men not validating women's feelings in relationships or just writing them off as hysteria and stuff like that. The wallpaper is actually what pushes her into her state of mental illness, and it's what she starts seeing the woman in and starts experiencing kind of her insanity through. And then finally, the last poem is called The Madness because that's the end result of the story is she ends up pretty much going insane and experiencing this mental illness without a lot of support or help. So again, how it connects to class, it connects to the story that we all read. I hope it'll give everyone a new perspective in the way that it adds 2 different genres to the original genre of the text, which is a short story. It adds, creativity in the form of making a collage. It kind of gives an aesthetic to the story or some imagery because we don't have any pictures in the story. So I was hopeful that that would be both entertaining and kind of interesting to try to connect images to the text. Particularly, I went for a lot of really life-giving images. We have a lot of insects and flowers and things like that. But also I wanted to add in a little bit of edge because there is some darkness to the story. So I cut out this clipping of a skeleton and this little figurine of a window because that's kind of a reoccurring image we get in the story as well. And with the poetry, I wanted it to, as best as I could, represent how our main character is experiencing these things. Sorry. Cat, go away. You want to say hi? Yeah. Here's the cat. Never mind, she doesn't want to say hi. Anyways, I hoped that these poems would give us a new perspective to understand the main character and her experiences through, and I wanted to try to do her justice. Even though she's fictional, doing this project made her and her experiences feel very real to me, and I hope it does the same for you guys, especially the other women in this class. Across boundaries, I'm hopeful that the pictures can kind of communicate to all of us whether we like reading poetry or not. I hope that the aesthetics kind of bring a new vision to the story. I thought it was interesting that the author picked the color yellow to be the overall kind of aesthetic of the story because typically we associate yellow with happiness and positive feelings, but the story is really dark, like our little skeleton guy over here. So it's interesting to me as I created this. It's pretty, but it also has it does have kind of a lonely feeling to it. And the more I spent time with the color yellow, it just became more and more clear to me why the author chose that color. Because not only it adds a certain juxtaposition, but the specific kind of shade of yellow that the author wrote about, kind of this weird mustardy, uncomfortable yellow, it does have a certain melancholy to it. So that was another new perspective I gained from doing this project. But yeah, hopefully the pictures and the imagery kind of communicate across boundaries. And the discussion question I have for you guys is, how does this project, if at all, help you understand the main character better? I can post my poems, and the same question can be applied to the poems. How do the poems help you understand the main character better? So I'll go ahead and attach a picture of the project itself, and also I'll type up the poems so you guys can actually read them. But yeah. Thank you guys. See you later.